Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over two more NHL Moments cards that are part of this event, and it's Alexandre Texier as well as Brind'Amour. Both of these guys had big playoff goals to help their team, and it was the first goal in Game 4 of the sweep that Columbus had against the Tampa Bay Lightning a couple years ago. Then Brind'Amour's moment was the go-ahead goal in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals in '06 when the Carolina Hurricanes won their first and only Stanley Cup. We're going to give both of these cards in-depth true reviews, rate them 1 through 5 Chewies. Let's get into it. Alexandre Texier. Texier's a young up-and-coming centerman for the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's one of the few Frenchmen that are in the league. He's 6'1", 186 pounds, and his moment is based off of, as I mentioned in the introduction, scoring the opening goal in that 4-game sweep that Columbus had of the Tampa Bay Lightning a few seasons ago. It was actually one of the first games he played in the NHL because I believe he came up just for the playoff run or a little bit before the playoff run to play with the big boys in the Columbus Blue Jackets. As for the card, he has 2 points for balance, 2 points for workhorse. What balance does for you is it gives you endurance, wrist shot power, deking, puck control, and defense awareness at +3. Workhorse works on the acceleration, balance, endurance, and durability at +3. Workhorse is one of the better player synergies because it does give you acceleration. I think balance is a very underrated team synergy, and I actually really like it as a third synergy, possibly even your fourth synergy if you have a good enough team to have 4 synergies, but I do think it's an excellent third synergy. Looking at the card with no synergies activated, we have 86 acceleration, 91 agility, 87 balance, 93 endurance, 86 speed. His shooting is 92 for wrist shot and slap shot power. His slap shot accuracy is 89. His wrist shot accuracy is 91. So the shooting and the skating aren't the best for a card that's a 90 overall. He does have very hard shots at 92, and the 91 wrist shot accuracy is actually pretty good. So far, the concern with this card for me is going to be his skating. His speed max is at 89 with distributor. Now, with the workhorse and spark activated, you get +3 for workhorse, which puts you up to 89. Then you get a +4, which puts you up to 93 acceleration with the spark. So he will be relatively quick, but that 89 speed max with distributor is a little bit concerning, especially for a higher end card that's going to cost you about 125,000 coins all the way up to 150,000 coins. Look for that price to drop under 100K to make this card more worth picking up. Looking at his hands, he has 93 deking, 93 offensive awareness, 93 hand-eye with 94 passing and puck control. The body checking is 94, 90 strength, so great defensive category right there. The checking category, 91 defense awareness, 86 shot blocking, 92 stick checking, 78 faceoffs, and 83 discipline. Now for a center, 78 faceoffs does not get it done. You're going to have to play him on the wing, which hurts this card a little bit as well. He does have balance, which I think is, like I said, an underrated team synergy, and workhorse, a very good player synergy. Especially getting later in the game, you already have the speedster and howitzer on most teams. You want to add wingman, workhorse, possibly shut down on your defense for player synergy. So having a guy with 2 workhorse really helps out. If you, let's say you had Peter Forsberg, silver icon, as well as this Texier, you'd be 4 points into balance and have workhorse activated for both the players. Just something to think about, throwing out another guy that has similar synergies to him. Taking all that into consideration, I'm going to give this Texier 3.5 Chewies. The speed and acceleration is still a concern for me. He does have balance and workhorse, but I think 3.5 Chewies is fair, especially for his price. Now, it is his opening day price, so if he does drop underneath that 100K, I think he's more towards 4 Chewies, 4.5 Chewies, for being more of a budget value type of guy that will give you the 2 balance, will give you 2 workhorse. But right now at his opening price, I'm going to have to go with 3.5 Chewies just because over 100K for this card, I don't know if he's worth it. Brindamour. One of the best two-way forwards throughout the 90s and into the early 2000s, Brind'Amour, 6'1", 205 pounds, left-handed shooting. His moment is based off of whenever the Carolina Hurricanes went to the Stanley Cup. In the first game, he scored the go-ahead goal, which I think ended up being the game-winning goal, if I'm not mistaken, in that Game 1. It's the only Stanley Cup the Hurricanes had ever won, and he was a big part of that team. I believe he was a second-line center, and he was absolutely shut down playing against number ones on other teams. He's a great penalty killer, and I think this card will show that. He has 2 points for distributor, 2 points for wingman. As everyone knows, the distributor is going to give you the speed, passing, puck control, and durability at +3. Definitely the best team synergy out there. You need to have speed. The Wingman is the counterpart to Workhorse when it comes to acceleration, except Wingman's a little bit more offensive based with the acceleration, wrist shot accuracy, and passing at +3. So with Distributor and Wingman, you can actually get up to 97 passing for this Brind'Amour. He was more of a setup man than a goal scorer in his playing career, so that makes sense. Looking at his attributes with no synergies activated, he has 85 acceleration, 89 agility, 91 balance, 92 endurance with 87 speed. So the max acceleration you get to is 88, +4 is going to get you up to 92 with Wingman and Spark. And then if you have Distributor, it can get you up to that 90 speed. So his skating's a tad better than Texier's, but it's still a bit of a concern. It's nice that he has Wingman, but he's almost Wingman dependent if you're going to get this card because you need to get his acceleration up there. As for his shot, he has 87 for slap shot and wrist shot accuracy, 92 slap shot power, 91 wrist shot power. His hands are 90 deking and hand-eye, 91 passing and puck control, 89 offensive awareness. Pretty decent hands, but once again, he's a two-way forward, so it makes sense that his hands aren't phenomenal. The defensive category is 90 across the board for body checking, aggression, durability, and fighting skill, then 95 strength. So the 91 balance, 95 strength, and 91 puck control, he's actually going to be pretty hard on the puck. He's going to be pretty hard to bump off, and he's a solid 6'1", 205 pounds. So I do like that. He has 90 defensive awareness, 94 shot blocking, 92 stick checking with 94 faceoffs, and 92 discipline. So great checking category as well. I really wish this Brind'Amour would have a little bit higher defensive awareness. As I said, he was kind of a shutdown second or third line center throughout his entire career. He faced a lot of matchups against the number one. He killed penalties, so I would have liked to see the defensive awareness a little bit higher based on what type of player he was in real life. But the shot blocking, the stick checking, faceoffs, you can use him on your third or fourth line center for sure. His price is about $225K or more, so he's a little bit pricey. And at that price, I'm not too sold on this card, but he does have two Distributor, two Wingman, which are both good synergies, Distributor being the best team synergy and Wingman being an above average player synergy. I'm going to give this Brind'Amour 4 Chewies, but you have to have Wingman activated. If you don't have Wingman activated, I wouldn't even bother going out to get this Brind'Amour because you really want to get his acceleration up to at least the 88 with Wingman and hopefully all the way up to 92 to also have Spark activated. Getting the 2 Distributor will help you move some pieces around on your team that I'm sure you have on there that have singular Distributor. You could get rid of one of those guys and still keep your Distributor, or 2 of those guys and still keep your Distributor. And then you'll also be able to maybe get some of those guys to fill in Spark if you don't have Spark already, or maybe a guy with Wingman to activate Wingman that you will need for this Brind'Amour. But I think he is Wingman dependent, just my opinion. But 4 Chewies is a solid number for him if you're looking for a third or fourth line center. This isn't a guy that's going to be your number 1 or number 2 center in this game right now, a top 6 guy, but he's a heck of a third, fourth liner that can kill penalties. Really like the way this card looks. That's going to wrap up the true review of this Alexandre Texier, as well as the Rod Brind'Amour. We gave them in-depth true reviews, rated them 1 through 5 Chewies. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about these 2 cards. I think Brind'Amour is slightly better than Texier. I think he's more balanced than Texier is as a player. Great third or fourth liner. I think Texier is going to have to play in the wing for you. The fact that Brind'Amour can play center is a huge upgrade over just Texier being stuck on the wing if I had to rate the 2 of them side by side. As always, I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play NHL 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.